Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.
Are you ready?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Drivers, start your engines.
Race activated. Sheer passion. Change the game forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Racing with Celebs.
Hello to all you guys and girls out there. I hope you are strapped in for another episode of your favorite racing show. Let's kick off with our word of the day, hookup. Now, hookup is a good traction between tires and track, resulting in increased acceleration and reduced slipping of smoking of tires. Hello, my name is Donovan Clyde, and with that said, well, let's see which track we will be hooking up with our celebrity today. Today we are at Swartkops Raceway. Now, during the period of 1988 to 1995, Swartkops Raceway proved beyond doubt that the Pretoria Centurion venue was viable. Now, the facility comprises of an international standard racetrack of 2.5 kilometers in length. Now, the circuit is designed along in the latest world racing circuits, i.e. on the American amphitheater concept, whereby 70% of the circuit is visible to the spectators. Today, our celebrity needs no introduction. It's no one else than Natasja Jacobs. Natasja Jacobs is a South African actress and radio DJ, best known for a role as the feisty Rita on the SABC2 soap opera Seven de Laan from 2005 to 2006. Natasja completed a BA drama degree under the guidance of Dion Opperman, Betta Pashier and Garrett Holmes at AFDA in 2000, majoring in acting, directing and writing. Now, she has been in the entertainment industry for more than 20 years. Natasja has appeared in well-known television soaps, series, commercials and theatre productions, and is an established actress in South Africa. Natasja is also a respected voice-over artist who always delivers what is expected of her and will always go the extra mile to make sure her delivery style is perfect. Now, radio presenting is also part of her repertoire, having worked at Mix FM, Hot FM and OFM. Other television series she has acted in included songs for Katrijn, Igoli, Your Moves, Hart van Staal, Villa Rosa, The Lab, Photo Stories, Isidingo and Binnenlanders. Johan, it's all yours.
Welcome back to the track with me, Johan Snyman and Donovan Clyde. We know that Natasja can act, but can she handle a BMW? The Bridgestone BMW Car Club was founded in 1981 when the BMW Club of Southern Africa was founded in Johannesburg, representing both cars and motorcycles. The BMW Car Club hosts a variety of events that include track days, time trials and a racing series. Now that we know more about the BMW Car Club Racing Series, it's time to introduce you to our celebrity, Natasja Jacobs. Natasja, welcome to Racing with Celebs. It's an honor for us to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
And are you nervous, scared?
So I'm a little bit nervous, I must be honest, but I'm more excited than anything else because I love speed. So now I'm allowed to actually drive fast without someone telling me just to calm down, because my son goes, Mommy, stop, it's enough. So.
And what are your expectations for today?
I just want to have fun and see how far I can push it, really. You know, I want to show that this old lady still got it.
Well, to make sure you are safe, it's time for your safety brief.
Okay, cool.
Join us after the break as we hit the Swat Cops Raceway with the BMW car racing clubs with our celebrity, Natasja Jacobs. Welcome back to Racing with Celebs. This week we're at the Swat Cops Raceway with the BMW Car Club. We're going to be seeing our celebrity, Natasja Jacobs, a South African actress and radio DJ who's been in the entertainment industry for more than 20 years, competing on track for the first time. More on that in a few moments' time. You can see the preparation taking place, though, for the teams and the drivers getting the cars ready to go out onto track in the sunny conditions here at the purpose-built Swat Cops Raceway, a 2.5 kilometre long circuit of international standards. You can see Natasja Jacobs then, our celebrity, in the 330. She's in the bright yellow estate. You can see her there, third in your picture. Jagger Robertson, Alan Hillingen in and amongst the mix here. Bernard de Gilvia in the 335 lining up on the grid, as well as Lyle Ramsey in the 116. Sean Lamprex in the 96 as well. Trevor Long, who's returning from back surgery. Let's see how he is going to fare. Nicholas Funsale in the number 1 machine as well, in and amongst the mix. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens with our celebrity here. Green flag is thrown then, racing is underway. Natasja Jacobs then, our celebrity, down in towards that first corner in third position as the drivers then come through. Let's see how the drivers are going so far. I imagine they're going to take it relatively easy on the first couple of laps here, just so as to not intimidate Natasja, because of course it's her first time out on a racing circuit and it's a very big challenge to adapt from driving on the road to driving on a circuit. You've got lots of different factors to consider, such as braking points, turning points, where to put your foot on the throttle, where to accelerate, where the best grip is going to be. You've got to look through the corner as well, using your vision, opening up the radius of the corners. So it's a really big difference and challenge compared to driving on the road, where it's obviously a lot more start-stop. This, of course, has to be fast and flowing. And the main aim for being on the racing circuit is you've just got to be very smooth above anything else. And that is exactly what Natasja is doing, sitting there in third position. And a credit to the other drivers as well, it must be said, for just keeping things very calm and steady at this stage. They've got a lot more to lose than they have to gain at this particular point, let's bear that in mind. So through that left-hander, and then down the hill into that run to the final corner. This is one of the prime overtaking opportunities in the lap. Now on lap 4, Natasja having lost a few more positions then here, but still holding her nerve, and the driver's doing a really good job of keeping it nice and respectful. The 335 on the outside of Bernard de Gilvia there in the silver machine, having a bit of a challenge put on him. Let's see if there's going to be a position changing hands. We'll cut back to that, I'm sure, in a few moments. Here we ride on board with Natasja, though, taking a bit of a tighter line out of that hairpin. Traditionally, you'd be running towards the outside of the circuit there to try and get as much speed out of the corner as you possibly can. But as I said, of course, it's her first time on a track, so you've got to bear that in mind. And a huge credit to her for getting onto the circuit, because it may seem like it's relatively easy when you're sat at home on your sofa, but being behind the wheel of a race car is a very different kettle of fish, and takes a lot of bravery and courage to go and do something like that. Here's the safest overtaking opportunity, though, on the lap, and this is where you would imagine, as the other competitors are getting themselves past, they are going to find their way through into that corner. Natasja there just slowing up on the inside of the circuit. She could benefit a bit more here from just using a slightly wider line through there. I understand what she's trying to do. She's obviously just a little bit intimidated by the other competitors and not wanting to get in their way, but holding your line, you know, you have as much right to use that track as anybody else does, let's be fair. So it, I'm sure, will be something that she'll be debriefing after that first race, and I'm sure applying in the second race. Here, though, is the 76. This is Jagger Robertson on track. Very fast machine. You can really see him here beginning to push the limits. This is a great opportunity for the drivers as part of the Bridgestone BMW Car Club to get some testing miles in above anything else. A really good opportunity for them to try and build on the progress that they'll have made throughout the 2021 racing season and get some mileage under their belts to work out what needs to be improved in the car for the next time that they're out racing as part of the Bridgestone BMW Car Club. Here on board with Natasja then, into the final stages of the race. Nice smooth inputs on the steering wheel then. Slight hesitation on the throttle through that right-hander, but sounded like she was going relatively up the rev range. Maybe not flat to the floor, but certainly putting the power down. And not afraid to use all of the RPM available in the car. Got a bit of company from behind in the form of Trevor Long. Let's see whether Trevor's going to find his way through into the braking zone of the right-hander. On the outside then is Natasja, and Trevor just opting to think better of it on that occasion, as Natasja then goes for an outside line, has a bit of a slide going through there, keeps it on the straight and narrow, thankfully. That causes the rest of the field to just slow up a little bit. The checkered flag is on standby though, and we're ready to see whether Natasja is going to hold on to this podium finish in the race. Checkered flag is out. It's going to be the 76 who takes the win of Jagger Robertson. Brilliant driving. Race 2 about to get underway. The green flag, though, is out. Down in towards the first corner, the drivers go. So into the braking zone of the hairpin. This is one of the big overtaking opportunities. If we were under rating conditions with the Bridgestone BMW Car Club, then I'm sure we would see lots of moves being made into there. But of course, that celebrity this week, Natasja Jacobs, just taking things a bit easy. Into that right-hander they go. This is one of the fastest parts on the lap there, just looking at the rest of the field as they come through. Rupert Geising then in the white and red machine, third in your shot at the moment as they come into that braking zone of the right-hander. And everybody taking it very steady on these first few laps. This Swartkops Raceway, 2.5 kilometres long, a purpose-built international level racing circuit, and it hosts lots of other racing categories. The BMW Car Club being just one of them. Now, if you do watch this and you fancy getting yourself on track, well, the BMW Car Club do host lots of track days, opportunities for you to get yourself in a car and on the racing circuit. They're anything from a Porsche to a Lotus, any car at all, everybody is welcome. So if you see what you're watching and you think, I fancy a bit of that, then this could be an opportunity for you to get onto a racetrack for maybe the first time, or maybe you want to return to the racetrack having had some time out. Well, this could be the opportunity that you've been looking for. And if you fancy doing that, then get in touch with the BMW Car Club in Gauteng. Details are displayed on the screen at the moment. Here we are then on board with Natasja, coming out of that hairpin. Nice and steady as she comes out of there. Hand on the gear lever as she got ready to shift up the gearbox from second into third gear. Into that right-hander the drivers go. Let's see how it's all going a bit further down the order. On the inside there, you can see the 76, the race 1 winner of Jagger Robertson, with Rupert Geising and the 000, the red and white machine on the outside. Here's the 92. This is Fabio Fedetto, looking to try and make a move in his BMW. Does he make a move? Not quite at the moment, just holding off. Of course, there are opportunities to find their way through pretty much any point for these drivers on the lap, but they're taking things steady. They don't want to intimidate Jacobs on track at the moment, and that is no surprise at all, because of course, it being her first time, they've just got to take it a little bit steady. Here's a move being made though for Natasja on the 94. Hein van der Meer just in front. Is Natasja going to find her way through? Not quite at the moment, but down in towards that first corner. Up the inside then, that was the number 76 making his way through, Jagger Robertson. There is Rupert Geising, who we were mentioning earlier on in the 000 in the red and white machine. Some side-by-side action taking place further back down the field as well. Back on board here with Natasja then. Again, using all of that rev range. Again, slight hesitation on the throttle, but definitely a bit more commitment in this, the second race, compared to the first one. To be expected, really, because, of course, she's getting a bit more confidence with herself and the car. So down in towards that right-hander we go. A small puff of smoke coming from Natasja's car. We saw that in the first race, and I think she might just be grabbing a bit too much brake, perhaps, going into there. Very easy to say, sat here behind a microphone, and I'm sure it's a very different kettle of fish out on the circuit. Doing a bit of racing myself, I know how challenging it can be when you're really driving on the limit, or to not even the limit, but your limit. Here's the 27 going up the inside. Move being made there on Natasja. Alan Hillingen in the red machine making some moves. Not far behind is the 13 as well of Trevor Long, who's returning from back surgery, as I mentioned earlier on as well. And the rest of the field, they're just slowing up a little bit on the inside. Just giving Natasja a real opportunity to see what it's like to drive in such close combat out on circuit. Here, though, is the 76 of Jagger Robertson. We saw him in race 1 featuring very heavily, driving that car very fast indeed, and again repeating the same feat here in the second race. Up the gearbox we go into that left-hander. Gives you an idea of just the speed that these machines are able to carry. So we're at the halfway stage then in this race. Natasja Jacobs having lost a few positions. Oh, a bit of a slide there as well. That was Alan Hillingen, I believe, who just lost the rear going into that right-hander. So very easy to do as you just stamp on the brakes coming through there. Here's the 555. William then up the inside. Hillingen with that slight slide has cost him a bit of time and brought him right back into contention through the rest of the field. Trevor Long sitting at the back of that, just in front of him. As you can see, are the rest of the competitors. So coming in towards the latter half of this race, and into the right-hander we go. Here is Jacobs then in the yellow machine. Rupert Geising in the treble zero, not far behind from her at the moment as they come over the brow of the hill and in towards that right-hander. So spot your braking point here, spot your turning point as well. Nice tight line through there, and using a bit more of the track this time there for Jacobs as well. So definite improvement in her racing line from race 1 to race 2. If you remember in race 1, she was taking a really tight line going through there, not using all of the circuit. This time she seems to be using the racing line, sort of adapting to what the other drivers around her are doing. And you can see that being evidenced here by the other drivers on the circuit there, as a move being made and positions exchanging hands a bit further up the order. Onto the brakes we go. Trevor Long looking to try and attack. Is he going to find his way through? Not quite at the moment, but certainly not looking too slow at all. You can hear the whooshing of the cars as they go onto the throttle, lift off the throttle and go through the gearbox. That's the turbo making that noise, something called a dump valve, which basically gets rid of all of the unused air in a very high pressured way and makes that whooshing noise, as you can hear. So here then is Natasja through that right-hander. Rupert Geising still very close behind. On board we ride. Smooth inputs of the steering wheel. And again, just a slight hesitation on the throttle as we cut back to the other battles just in front of Natasja then. So down in towards that right-hander we go. And you can see there the number 94, Hein van der Meer, just at the front of your picture in the white machine. Very close combat. Great credit to the drivers as well for keeping pace with Natasja, giving her something to smile about, because let's be honest, if they were driving at full capacity, they'd be off into the distance and Natasja would be there all on her own. But it's a really good opportunity for her to get used to what it's like racing in a pack, getting quicker on the circuit. Checkered flag then is ready to come out at the end of the race here at Swartkops. And a great drive it has been from Natasja Jacobs, our celebrity, as the BMW Car Club comes over the timing line to complete the race here in South Africa. Brilliant driving.
It was amazing. Like I've got to do this every weekend. And in fact, if my career as an actress kind of completely bombs out, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a race car driver. It was amazing. You know, the thing is, once you're in the car, all you think about is the road and the vehicle you're in and just driving. So the entire world outside is shut out. So it's like meditation, really. It's amazing. Got to try it. Thank you so much.
I think it was a fantastic experience. We're so glad to have this opportunity to actually work with you guys. For the BMW Car Club itself, we're celebrating our 40th year. So it's 40 years of existence, and race series 12 years. So we're very privileged, we're very proud to have the celebrities come and join us and have a blast around the track. You know, the track taxi, that's exactly what it was built for. It was to give the public a feel for what it's like to go around the track and to get a feel for the speed and the adrenaline. So we hope she enjoyed it, we hope she loved it, and we hope to host many, many more.
Well, join us after the break. We'll be catching up and finding out more about the acting career of Natasja Jacobs. Welcome back to Racing with Celebs as we catch up with Natasja Jacobs. 1. What is your dream car?
My dream car? I love vintage cars, so it'll probably be something like that, like a vintage, beautiful, old,
2. Describe your perfect holiday.
So I love the forest. I'd probably go to the forest somewhere in a little cabin where it's quiet, no one is around, and there's a fireplace, and I must have Netflix though. And I must be able to take my dogs. So
3. What music do you enjoy listening to?
I'm a metalhead. I love rock. I love all kinds of music, but I love hardcore music, I must say. I think that's probably my favorite.
4. If you can choose between a sports car, SUV or 4x4, which one?
So the mom and me goes SUV. I love 4x4 because, it's big and chunky, but for racing, I'd sports car. So probably sports car if I want to be like naughty. And
5. I have Googled myself.
Absolutely.
6. What do you like to do on a Sunday afternoon?
Nothing. But I don't get that opportunity because I have a 6-year-old, so.
7. Would you say that you're a good driver?
I am. I'm a very good driver.
8. If you get stuck in a road with a flat tyre, do you change it yourself or call someone for assistance?
I am a feminist, and I'd love to say I'm going to do it myself, but I'm not. I'm probably going to phone my insurance company and ask them to do it.
Natasja, thank you so much for your time today.
Sadly, we have come to the end of our episode. Now, time flies when you're having fun. For more information on the series, our sponsors or celebrities, please visit our Facebook page, Racing with Celebs, or download our mobile app, Racing with Celebs, from the Apple iStore or Google Play Store. Till next time, keep safe. Asja.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.